Uh, Hopefully this works. Yes, sir. Yes. Uh, Let me post it on my Twitter and all other forms. Put it in the top. Yeah, perfect. Mhm. Yep. So good. GG. I think it is on my Discord as well. Yep. Perfect. Perfect. So, first of all, it's been a long gap. It's been a long while since I upload any video or live stream or anything. And I also hope my audio and video everything is proper. If not, please let me know at any point of time. I can set it up. But yeah, it's been a long while, guys. It's like so long. It's like my last video was like 30 days. About 30 days, so it's been a long while. Yeah, because I was doing some job search and all those things, but now I'm kind of free. So this series is all about me trying to understand this hacking, the car hacking 101. So there is a Reddit subreddit called car hacking. You can go over here as well. Hopefully something such doesn't open up here. Yep, car hacking. So there is a very good community. So I went into this and learned some of the intros and all. But learned in the sense like just learned what to do, but I haven't done any of these things. So this is my first time doing. I mean, I messed around with CAN messages and all in the past, but that's not something that so critical and all. But this live stream series maybe consists of like 4 or 5 episodes. I don't know. Maybe it might consist of one episode. I don't know. uh, I'll try to cover over this article. So there is this very good article by Yogesh Oja. So shout out to him. So it's a very good article. I'll paste it in. I'll put it in the description. Okay. Let me remove. This. Uh, what was that called? Part one. Part one. Perfect. So this today's agenda would be like to complete this part one. I'll take some notes and push it into the Git so you can follow that as well. So that should be cool. And I'll pin this blog here as well so that you guys can follow along if you want. But yeah, uh, car hacking, it's pretty fun. I did a little bit of car hacking, like with the signals part and all, but nothing too major. But this car hacking which we do is internal. So a car connects with a lot of buses. So bus is nothing but a bunch of cables, like car do have some kind of a CPU kind of thing, where it can operate everything. So imagine if you can manipulate that CPU kind of thing and you can control the whole car. So that's the idea of all this episode or this car hacking thing. So do let me know if you feel all my. I'm good, Shashank. Yeah, I remember you. It's nice meeting you all. It's been a while. I'm sure. I'm sorry, but yeah, I'll be more regular now. Yep, let's go. I'll be doing this on my Kali VM, so I don't want to mess around any of my. I have like a Linux on this machine, UL boot on this machine, but still I don't want to mess on my main machine, so I'll be doing it on my VM to be on the safer side. and I took a snapshot as well. So GG's, no issues at all. So we can go well. Uh, and that being said, I'll be looking at the chat in between, and if I feel something is important to address, then I would. And I also hope my audio and everything is fine and clear. If you have any issues at any point of time, just let me know. Ping me on Discord. Discord, everything is out there. So you know how you know the drill, right? So yep. Uh, yep. Let's start. Uh, so automotive is a really exciting, interesting topic of study. Automotive hardware, radar. These hacks are always difficult to pull off. Potentially very devastating. Self-driving cars like Tesla, automotive security will become more important. Yeah, obvious. That's very obvious, though. When you drive a car today, you're driving a huge, powerful computer that happens to have wheels and steering. Yeah, as Donald Trump said, everything is a computer. Everything is a computer, and it's always been a computer. So yeah, anything is a computer can be hacked. So this is today when you drive a car, there's nothing that is not mediated. Uh, and all the core of it's called a control area network, or simply a CAN. So this is what a CAN means: control area network. Central nervous system of the car, responsible for intravehicular communication. So this is like it's like CPU, basic CPU, which operates everything. It's like sends the communications back. I mean, it doesn't do like processing kind of thing on CPU, but it's something that used for mostly for communication. That's cool thing. uh this is going to be a guide for car hacking as safely as possible on the reverse engineering. And also, guys, everything that we're going to do is on software. So you can see there are some IC, SIM, and things like that. So we won't be going on to the car for the moment. Uh, Hi, Aman. Okay, I can contact you later. I don't know. Uh, Okay, so the tutorial is going to be guide for car hacking as safely as possible on reverse engineering CAN packets. Okay. To practice CAN with exploitation, we'll be using ICSIM package from Craig Smith. ICSIM includes a dashboard with a speedometer, so we'll be not hacking anything. It's just a virtual machine. How you do try hack me and hack the box. You have a speedometer, you have some door lock indicators, and some controller. So your goal is like to simulate the attacks that you can actually do out there on real cars, and just you can practice them, because cars can be pretty costly as well. So just to be on the safe side, and things could go pretty easily bad. If something breaks, even after your practice or things like that, it will definitely go very bad. And also, guys, okay, it also has a control panel, allows the user to interact with the simulated automobile network, applying acceleration, brakes, and things like that. So it has like a controller, like Xbox controller kind of thing. I know this interface. I watched some of the YouTube videos. It has some kind of an interface. It's like a basic Xbox interface. If you press X, or steering and things like that, it has everything. So it has all the panels and all. So uh, you can simulate a real car. So that's cool thing. And also, guys, I also wanted to read this book, and I'll be reading this book. So this a book called Car Hacking 101. Uh, I think Car Hacking 101 is the book, I guess. Okay, my bad. Uh, am I tripping? Uh, I don't think so. I think it's by Starch. Interesting. The Car Hackers Handbook. I don't want to open some weird. I mean, yeah, this is the book. My bad. This is the book. By Craig Smith. Yeah, this is the book. This is a very good book. So I'll be reading this book. So in the this contains more approach over things compared to that of these blogs. So these blogs are more like uh, need a car practical. Sure, bro. Sure. I actually wanted to do that. There is some equipment I'm actually planning to buy, but I don't know. Right now I'm in India, so I could try it on my car. But I don't know if things go well. I'll definitely try it on the car. But before that, I want to get some hands-on experience working on this kind of emulators, and so that I can do things more fine. But I don't know. Let's see how it goes. So, and also, guys, this is a very good book. I'll leave the link for this book in the chat as well. So Yep, this is a very good book. So I will be reading this book as well. I think this book is free. No, no, this is not free. This is a preview. So, yep. Yeah. So car hacking is similar to series where, okay, I think this, I think the person is talking about like about this blog. So there are three parts of this blog. So I'm reading the first blog right now, which is setting up the virtual lab, and part two will be exploiting the canvas. So can control area controller area network. We'll be exploiting those messages and all, and it's pretty cool, right? Like for example, let's imagine your scan is sending a message like apply brake. Imagine if you manipulate that to send like apply acceleration, then you could do a lot of crazy things over a car. So that's a cool thing. So part two and part three will be like really cool things, so let's see. But part one will be doing some basic virtual lab setup and things like that. So, and also I'll leave the room for questions at the end, so it's good. So, okay, let's go. The goal of this tutorial, the primary goal of this tutorial is to help you get started with automotive security. Entry barrier to the car hacking is much. Let me write this points down. uh, Let me put it in my notes, okay, so that I can use them later. Perfect. Yeah, the primary goal of this tutorial is to help you get started. Mm, I hope this tutorial can I think in automotive security is a much broader field. This tutorial only focuses on CAN and limited to the sniffing CAN traffic, analyzing them, reverse engineer, and perform replay attacks on the automotive. So I got it. So while it is true that this covers like most like 60% of the attacks on car, at least removing the. I mean, there are a lot of attacks you can do on cars or automotive vehicles through radio signals and all, but this is internal, so I think this should cover like 60 to 70% of what actually goes on out there. So while it is true that we will be performing this tutorial attack on instrument cluster simulator, this can be very well translated into real car with additional hardware. I will talk about the extra. So yeah, this one I will purchase, guys. I definitely purchase it, and I want to try it on the real car. So I don't know who will give me their car, but I definitely love to try this. The goal of this article is to help you get started in automotive. This is not a zero to hero car hacking to make you expert in minutes. Instead, this article aims you to help you get started with the car hacking in a simulator. Perfect. This article will help you learn functioning of a CAN, gaining access to a CAN via OBD. So I think this is the hardware. I think OBD2, which you can connect it to your car, and you can see all the CAN messages. Yeah, that's used for sniffing the CAN traffic, analyzing and reverse engineering. So maybe it could be encoded sometimes. So maybe sometimes you might need to reverse engineer a little bit. And replay attacks, I told you, right? I told you a scenario. If you capture a accelerator message, and if you replay that multiple times, you can do some crazy things. Denial of service on CAN network. This could be pretty good. I mean, I don't know. I mean, not pretty good, but you're just stopping your car to move. So that's a pretty cool thing. Denial of service. Playing with your CAN packets using Python. Yeah, if you integrate it with Python, then you can automate and you can write so many tools. So maybe at the end I might write some tool. Let's see if I can write it or not. But yeah, prerequisite, if you decide to practice this tutorial, you will be need an Linux distribution, CAN utils, IC So IC is an open source instrumentation cluster simulator. Yeah, it can be downloaded from here. Let me open this. I'll not download it right now, but let me put it. So this is how it looks like. I saw this. I can see indicators here, like a door indicator, I guess. An odometer, some left and right indicators. So pretty crazy. Introduction to CAN. So controller area network CAN is central nervous system that enables communication between all or some parts of the car. Before CAN was originally developed by Bosch in 1985 as an intra-vehicular communication system, automotive manufacturers used to point wiring systems. As we started having more and more electronic components in cars, this became bulky and too expensive to maintain. Imagine, guys, like, oh, this is really cool. Like imagine connecting every component to other just using wires. Like it would be pretty crazy, right? Like imagine sending uh, a message, like some kind of a message. Sorry, imagine some kind of a repair where your headlight is not working, and the mechanic should, it would be really hard, right? Like there's so many wires, and you don't know what could potentially go wrong. And yeah, I think that makes sense. In simple terms, CAN allows various electronic units in a car to communicate and share data with each other. The main motive of proposing CAN was that it allowed multiple ECU to be communicated with only single wire. Perfect. So you don't have to. So it will be very easy as well, even for like troubleshooting and things like that. So yep, I'll just take notes of some simple things, and then I can remove them and do things like that. Okay, the main motive of proposing CAN was it allowed multiple ECU to be communicated with only single wire. A modern car can have as much as 70 ECUs. I think ECU means electronic unit. What the fuck ECU in car? Electronic control unit. So this is an okay. This is a unit. Okay, so maybe the heating is one unit, airbag is one unit, anti-theft is one unit. Engine generator, engine mass system, engine working smoothly. Okay, makes sense. Uh, okay. In car, you can have multiple components like ECUs, airbags, transmission, engine control unit, gear unit, okay, anti-lock braking, and simply ABS. Infotainment systems, climate control, windows, doors, etc., and all. Point-to-point wiring would be bulky. Yep, absolutely. Like there are so many things. Point-to-point will be like it's like hard coding a big application, like it's hard coding database of like Amazon into an application, so it will be like that, it will be so big. So yeah, imagine, but with CAN this can be replaced with a single wire, and communication between each unit is much simpler. Perfect, good, makes sense. Yeah, these are some components, like engine, brake, accelerator. I hope you guys drive car. I mean, I don't drive much of a car. I'm not much of a car guy, but I know all these components, so at least I know these most of the components. So car audio pedestrian protecting unit, I don't know if that exists. I don't know my car, my car is in my car, my father's car here is like pretty old, so I don't know these all exist there. But star coupler, what the hell was that? There is a device that takes input signals and splits into oh, okay, interesting. Cylindrical rubber blocks ensure transfer of movement from steering to the steel rack. Okay. Maybe something related to steering, I guess. Could be. Yeah, that being said, let's leave that aside and let's move on. The canvas could be thought of a noisy, crowded, slower version of Ethernet LAN. Expect the traffic is UDP rather than TCP. This is interesting. This is actually interesting. Like like TCP. UDP, yeah, it makes sense because it's a UDP, because all these components might not have a memory to keep track of what packets and the stuff like that being sent in the past. But UDP doesn't require any of these, right? It just has to send things and forget, send and forget kind of attitude. So, uh, the slower version of Ethernet LAN, obviously it's wired, so LAN. Imagine car CAN is kind of wireless, so I don't think that could ever be a wireless thing, because oh my god, there'll be like tons of attacks that you can perform if it is wireless. And yeah, it's better if like, see, even right now with Ethernet as well, we can do so many attacks. Like imagine if it goes wireless, boom. Yeah, but UDP is a good point, so it's very useful. So we can do some, we can, if it is UDP, right, you can try to create some attacks and all compared to that of UDP. So that makes sense. Yep. Okay. It's worth noting that all automobile system, automobile control system using CAN, and also CAN is not the only communication protocol used in the automotive mobile system. There could be other like Bluetooth. Yeah, this is what I was talking about, guys. Wireless things. There could be. Oh, I mean, okay, my bad. So it's not the only communication protocol, but I think internally this could be the only communication protocol. Like for example, connecting between all these units in the car. I think that can only be done through CAN, I guess, like most part, which is major like brakes, accelerator, and all things like that. So that makes sense. And Bluetooth, it's like speakers, satellite radios, LIN, and things like that. I don't know what LIN is. Networking mean local interconnect, maybe. Okay, makes sense. As a low cost serial communication protocol primarily used in automotive, it's designed for the communication between master device and multiple slave devices. It's like Zigbee. So there's something called as Zigbee where you have a master and you have some clients, maybe you have like a big speaker, big radio, and it might be connected with small speakers, and they could be connected through local interconnect network. Yep, that makes sense. GG's. There could be many. Yeah, obviously there are so many. I mean, if you keep adding components to the car, then I think you're increasing the attack surface. So yeah, working of a can. A car can have multiple nodes. These are able to send or receive messages. The message consists of essentially an ID, which is priority of the message. It also contains the can message that can be of 8 bytes or less than at a time. Okay, that makes sense. It has an ID and then can message. Pretty simple. Yep. Yeah, let me check the condition of my stream once. Perfect. Good. Good. GG's. Yeah, it has an ID and then a can message. It can be of 8 bytes or less than at a time. Cool. So maybe we should put 8 bytes. We should put more than 8 bytes. So I think if it is restricting for 8 bytes, there might not be any buffer overflows or things like that. But definitely, I would try injecting 2000 days and see if I can actually break a can system. Let's see that. If two or more node begins sending messages at a time, the messages sent with the dominant ID will overwrite with the less dominant. Okay. The priority based bus arbitration messages with numerically smaller values are higher priority and are always transmitted first. Yeah, it's like the general thing. Let me put this. This looks cool. And length of says length maximum of bytes. Perfect. This is how Node detects the higher priority messages that are being placed on a bus. Messages from brakes has a higher priority than the message from the audio player, obviously. Lowest ID equals to the highest priority. It's like zero. If you take in Linux, it's like zero is the root, so same like that. If two or more, okay, that's okay. It's the same point here. A CAN bus consists of two different wires as it is bus. Multiple devices can be connected to this wires. A CAN frame has like three major parts: arbitration identifier, data length code, and data field. This is the CAN data frame. Okay. I don't know it's kind of confusing what CAN data frame is like in CAN. Frame and a canvas are closely related concepts in the stuff, but there is like different. Okay. Okay, my bad. I got it. So can frame is the main part, and that can message is like a small section. It's like same how Ethernet frames and things like that work. So got it. Three major parts: arbitration identifier. Did they mention anything? No, right. Okay. Data length code and data field. Okay. The can message. What if can was never invented? Yeah, this is how it used to look. This is how it look like. I have to connect to every device should be connected to the every component that's available in the car. Like if you have like 1,000 components in a car, you have like every device sends 1,000. Like it has like 1,000 output cables and 1,000 input cables. So it's like 2,000 ports should be there on each vehicle. I mean each component. So it's like too much. It's too much. Like for example, like so many components in a car are like this small, and how the hell can I keep like 2,000 ports on that? It's possible, right? So it makes sense, right? I mean, I'm just over exaggerating, but I hope you get the point. Okay, consider the okay. Before the camera, automatic, okay, point to point wiring. So that's what I'm talking about. Consider these three components as steering system to steering system that can be connected to the tires, but also when it can totally fine with cars with fewer components. Can you imagine how many hundred ICUs component? Yeah, this is it's very hard. It's like even wiring and even diagnosis will be like pretty hard. That makes sense. The idea of can, okay, cool. The point of the point to point wiring problem can be replaced with two wires, that is can H and can L, can high and can low respectively. Okay. Now this way the communication is much faster, simpler, and okay, cool, interesting. What is can H and can low? Two wires used in physical, okay. Okay, voltage differences. Differential voltage. Interesting. So ideal stage of is 2.5 and it's okay, but can else voltage is higher in recessive, I mean ideal phase and more less in dominant phase. Maybe that could be a small indicator, like if it's scan H, if it wants to be active, it sends more voltage, but if it is scan L, it sends less voltage of what it's there in the recessive ideal one. So makes sense. It's like how basic things. Okay, cool, makes sense. Why should you care about CAN? It's because CAN is being used in pretty much every car. This is mandated by law. So CAN mandated by law. My God. Yep, that makes sense. It's all wired, right? So no modern secret in mind. How can I access canvas in a real car? In order for you to access the canvas in your car, you need to have access to the onboard diagnostic port. It's called OBP, I think. OBD. Okay. I'll copy this and put it somewhere. Okay. But there may be hundreds of other diagnostic standard ports. Basically, all the cars these days use OBD2. Okay. This is exactly what your car mechanics uses to identify the faults in your car. OBD is most direct access to can. Look at somewhere near the passenger seat or the driver's seat. Maybe near that, the steering or somewhere below that, I guess, or above that accelerator and all those pedals. This is how a OBD looks like. Okay. If you're wondering about the pinots, here is the pinot. I don't think I'll understand the spins. At least I can only understand the voltage and all this part. And I can see canvas low and canvas high. I don't know what this scale and all is. I'm not ECE guy, so I don't know much of this. But for me, the interesting part is canvas low and canvas high. That could be really interesting because the voltage difference can be used to identify the message here. Apart from that, voltage is always there. Without voltage, it's cooked, like nothing works. So that makes sense. Look carefully. Pin 6, yeah, CAN H and CAN low that I had mentioned earlier. Cool. Hardware and software needed to access CAN via OBD. In order for you to interact with the CAN bus, since you already know you need an OBD port, you need something else like USB to CAN because your computer cannot talk to CAN directly. You need something that connects to the OBD2 port via USB. It's like a device, that makes sense. Also on the software, you need something that can read and or write CAN packets as well as encode or decode the CAN packets. With a little bit of hardware and software, you definitely can hop into the CAN. Obviously, the first you need some kind of a component to connect to that OBD2 port on the car, which is like USB to CAN, something like that. And then you need some decoder. I think there are so many applications which could decode that. They won't use much crazy encryptions and all, guys, because car system is not that smart. Like it's very minimal. They run very minimally. I don't know, at least I don't know for Teslas and all, but at least for the most cars that you see in your day-to-day life, they just work normally. So they should be done with like basic encoding, so there won't be much crazy stuff going on there. So hardware. Okay, so this article is very good though. We're almost halfway through the article. But yeah, GG's. Yep, the hardware needed for you to connect to the OBD port can be easily found in the market. They are expensive as well as inexpensive ones. Higher-end devices like CAS variants will be expensive and overkill. You can use USB to CAN. Let's search USB to CAN first. Let's see if I can find something which I can get it in a couple of days. Section USD is okay. Discontinued, my bad. Can I get it on Amazon.in? B2 CAN? Oh my god, 6,000. Damn. I think I can get it for cheaper price on in the US market, I guess, guys. So I'll probably go once buy it once I get back to the US. I can buy this stuff, but one problem could be like I should face some kind of issues in immigration and also it's not worth it. So I'll try to get it in the US itself and try somewhere else. A second, guys. If I can ship. Okay. A native CAN interface for Linux that offers great value for money. I think this is discontinued, right? How can I buy this thing if it is discontinued? Is this the one he's talking about? No, no, no. This is a different thing. Samples? I think this is the one he's talking about. Yep. I think yeah, Corland, this is affordable, $69. I'll buy this probably. Uh I think these are like two different things. This is OBD2 port. I think I should buy this. This is some different thing. This looks like some HDMI, older version of HDMI. I don't know what that was called. Yeah, this is the one. Okay. Since maybe I can also check it on eBay and all. I can get this one, no issues. Cool, cool. Also, many times you'll come across these ELM327 Bluetooth based devices. They are terrible for hacking for reason they have slow data rate. Yeah, obviously it's better to go with a wired, like much better to go with wired. This is like Bluetooth, it seems. Uh I can think of attack things. I can think of things that I can do with this. It could be crazy enough, guys. Like imagine someone plugging in this into your car and remotely seeing what you're doing and things like that. It could be crazy though. So I don't know, this could be crazy, but I don't know, as it's mentioned, it looks very terrible, it seems. I mean, it works very terrible. So let's see how much this is. Imagine having this function which has like a SIM card on it, which has like continuous internet connectivity, which you can access all these things remotely, and damn man, it will go too it'll be too deadly, honestly. It'll be too deadly. Yep. So many packets. Yep, yep, yep. So many packets, obviously. Machina or Makina. I mean, my bad, I don't know. Again, an open source automobile interface. Oh, this is good. This is what I was talking about. You can add components to this Machina or Makina. Wi-Fi, GSM, LTE, BLE modules on top of M2, and M2 has like two CAN channels. M2 also has a LIN. Damn man, this is like too good. This is too good to be true, honestly. But this is out of stock, so GG's. So it's like a development board, guys. So you can solder things and get it work. USB to CAN and machine to the provide great value for when does the job. CL. I think I'll first buy this USB to CAN and think about this machine I am to later. Let's use stream. My bad. Get visualization CLXOO. Let's see. Okay, this logs data and then we can get it out. Cool. This looks cool too. Perfect. I would suggest going through their blog. Perfect software on the software side. You have socket can utils vcan built into the Linux kernel. They serve the purpose of sending and receiving the can packets, encoding and decoding. You also have a white share that you also have white share that can analyze can packets. Like what else? What would Wireshark not do, guys? It does everything. You want to learn more about CAN exploitation without worrying to harm your car? IC SIM is a tool to go. Yeah, that's best thing. Setting up the virtual environment. So let's go. The best and the inexpensive way to practice instrument cluster ICS. Uh, IC SIM. My bad. Using IC SIM is pretty easy and set up and pretty inexpensive to learn. Okay. I think it requires some libraries. So yeah, let me install these libraries. Copy this. Sudo is already there. The strongest password available to humans, Kali Kali. Yeah, it's finally installing some things. Cool. These are some libraries. So, yep. And then we need to install can utils. So it can, in order for us to send, receive, and analyze can packets, we need can utils. Can utils is a Linux specific set of utilities that enables Linux to communicate with the CAN network on a vehicle. The CAN utils consists of five main tools that can be used frequently: CAN sniffer, sniffing; CAN send to write a packet; CAN dump to dump all received packets; CAN play to replay; CAN gen to generate. So these are coded. Tested, yes. Yeah, I would work with anyone in any country. It doesn't. I'm like completely open. If you have something cool, just hit me up on Discord or maybe on LinkedIn or wherever it is. Oh, jeez. Yeah, now I leave time for some questions or things like that, guys. It's been a while, so. Yep. So, how have you guys been? Doing good? Anything interesting? I'll also install the CAN utils in the meantime and leave the space some time for questions and things like that. Yep. So, and then I have to download this IC sim. Just git clone. Okay, let me clone this. Uh, okay, perfect. I think I should build, make, and things like that. No, I should just run, set up this, and then it will. Okay. I'm going to set up the virtual CAN interface. Okay. Dot slash setup is done. Yeah, now I can see a vcan 0 interface here, so which I think can be used for communicating, maybe. I don't know. What else can I do here? Okay, that makes sense. Running the simulator. Now it's time to run the simulator. Running the IC sim simulator at least requires two components: a dashboard and a controller to simulate the acceleration, brakes, and controlling the doors, turn lights, etc. You will require at least three terminal windows tabs for this to run. We will require these terminals to run dashboard and in the dashboard. Okay, for me to run the dashboard. Wait, should I build this? I think I should build this. Yeah, there are like two things. I see sim.c and controls.c. And then what is this? And what's the other thing? I think these are the only two things that I need. I think this is the two things we are running here. I think I should build these live binaries and then I can do it. Can I do GCC? Simple GCC will work? I don't know. Let's see. Sim. Not work. Can I download the binaries directly from here? Oh, I think. Yeah, this is nothing but lib0 not working. Oh, we got an issue with blank.ic. Do you know what's the trick here to use ChatGPT if you can't find anything? You should compile this. Can I find something in the issues? Maybe I'll see if I can do some. Yeah, this is what we did. Okay, make all. Let's try this. Yep, that works. Yep, that works. Make all works, guys. So, ChatGPT was my last resort, though. I just wanted to see if other people has some kind of similar issues. They don't, so I think it's pretty simple. Maybe a skill issue of mine. Sim. I should see this IP. Say yep. We can zero. Yo, we got it. GG's. Now we need to open one more good article though. It helped me. And again, I need to open controls as well. And zero. Okay, now we have two devices connected. Okay, so VCAN 0 is the virtual CAN interface through which our IC SIM will send and receive CAN frames. As soon as you start the control panel, you observe speedometer making some fluctuations. Okay, let me try some things here. I think I don't need this anymore. Okay, let me accelerate. Oh, okay, now I'm riding my car at 80 miles per hour. Okay, it's a left indicator, right indicator, doors, left shift. I don't think the left shift and right shift are working, but I'm not sure. Left shift should unlock, right? What do you mean by lock? I don't know. Okay, can't enlarge this as well. So this is how my setup is going to be moving forward. So that's cool. GG's. GG's. So yeah, it's fun. Once the control panel has been started, you can see the keyboard. You can use the keyboard keys in order to. Okay, I can use this front. Okay, right shift plus A to lock the door and unlock the door. Shift plus A plus B. Nah, guys, I'm not able to do this one. Right shift plus A. I'm doing that. But how can I know if it is unlocked or not? I don't know. Maybe I think unlock all doors, hold left shift key. Oh, this is the right shift. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, now I can see this. We can see on the simulator. Yeah, it makes sense. Now we can see it's red. All doors are open for some reason. Now what's the other thing? To unlock all doors, lock all doors, right shift and tap right. Okay. Yeah, now it's all locked. So yeah, this makes sense. This makes sense. What else can I do? Once I press the up arrow key, you can observe this. Okay, is it writing something into the terminal? Is the question. It's writing nothing for some reason, but for him it's writing. No, no, for him as well, it's not writing anything. That's all for the setup. If you have followed everything, you must be good to go. In part two, we'll be breaking about ways to exploit CAN uh, traffic references. Some of the illustrations have been taken from the CSS Electronics. If you have been, oh, this is a good article, guys. Like, cool. Like I don't know how I can manipulate with these things. I got this IC simulator and CAN plus controller working. So, good job. Mission accomplished. Not a big video. Like I came to a new country. I mean right now in India, and I have this jet lag and all, and I'm getting sleep like heavily for some reason. So probably uh yeah, I think I'll give some leave some room for questions, and then I will, yeah, I leave some room to the questions, and then I'll end the stream. So if you have any questions, feel free to hit me up. Like I'll be very happy to answer any of them. Or else I would end the stream. And tomorrow, probably tomorrow or day after tomorrow, I think tomorrow probably I'll do the part. Let's complete the part two of this car hacking series, and then part three as well. Maybe on Friday or Thursday. I don't know. Whenever I could. But yeah, I think that is pretty good for the time being. I think I covered good thing. I mean, I didn't do any of this in the past. I seen people do this. I never done this, And there is nothing much. Honestly, I learned like I did the setup. I learned a little bit of can and things like that, and what are the tools that I can buy, and also that's really cool thing. Like I don't know any of this before this, so AJ's could win. Yeah. If you have any questions, feel free to hit me up. I'm happy to answer. If you have any questions, hit me up. If you feel that you have missed asking questions, you can just post it on my Discord or Twitter or wherever it is. I'll be very happy to help. And yes, I'll leave the room 10 minutes for the questions. Let's see if I can get anything. I think the camera angle is a little bit bad. I don't know. Let me see. It's like it's kind of cool. I don't know if you guys like it or not, but camera angle I like it. It looks cool. It doesn't look. It's not like completely focusing on my face. It's covering my laptop and also it looks like some hacker vibe kind of shit. So let me know if you don't like it. I'll change it. No issues. A Discord link. My bad. I think the link got expired for some reason. Okay, people are messaging me. Okay, one best thing is I don't know the links, so I'll go watch my video and get you link. I don't know. Don't hit me up with some illegal things, guys. Like people ask me some crazy things on Discord, like hack this, hack that kind of shit. A guy asked me to hack their, what was that called? Their not college. College was fun. They wanted me to hack their some satellite or shit like that. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, why? Why do you want me to hack your satellite or your country's satellite? I don't know. I added my Discord link in the chat. So feel free to connect with me over there. Oh, this is cool. Got some other tools and resources. Perfect. You have any questions, anything like that? I leave the screen like this because it looks cool for anyone who's joining the stream later. Yeah. And I'm also planning to do this resume roast series if you want. I don't know. I don't feel good about that. I don't feel roasting people be a good idea, but uh yeah, let's see if I can. Let me know if you guys want me to do the resume roast or resume reviews kind of session, a live session for that, dedicated for that. Let's see. I mean, it comes with a lot of issues as well because, like, I should also try to obfuscate personal details and things like that of the guys I'm roasting resumes of. Let me know, guys. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure about that. I put it on my Discord. Let's see if you guys are really interested. If you guys have some resumes, just let me know. What the hell was this? Yeah, resume roast. I'll be doing some. I got an internship. I landed in an internship for summer, so I'll make a video out of like what my how my set was and things like that. It was not easy. I went through a lot of uh, pain, for example. I don't know for some reason. Uh, yeah, finally got an internship. I'll be working as threat researcher. So I don't know. I never worked in that, so kind of cool. So let's see how it goes. Apart from that, yeah, I think uh, I honestly feel once my semester starts, I'll be much busier compared to the top of work because semester is like pretty crazy. I have a lot of work going on, and I'm very busy. And last semester, I was also searching for my internship, so I didn't find much of a time. But I'll probably make that up in the summer. So try to stream as much as I can and things like that. Yeah, I'll be going to DEF CON this year as well. Uh, yep, and I'm active. Like, you can message me whenever you want on Discord or wherever it is. And yeah, I don't know how should I do the resume roast part. Like I'm not at all sure about that. Should, maybe should I ask people to get send me their resumes beforehand, or should I just create open it on Discord and try to do things? I don't know. Let's see how it goes. But yeah, that being said, it's nice seeing you guys again. I hope you learned something new out of this stream. I don't know, but it's very little. To be honest, I learned very little out of this. But something is better than nothing, so I'm happy. I think part two and part three are going to be much more fun because we'll be doing some real attacks using those can utils. So GG's for that. And yeah, uh, I hope you have a great day or anything like that. I don't know whatever your time zone is. Maybe you have a good time. Uh, Thank you for watching the stream till the end, or even if you watch this later. I'm grateful for that, and I'll 100% I'll stream tomorrow as well on the same thing on part two of the same blog series and do some cool attacks on car things. So thank you once again. I'll see you again. Bye.